Sunday Burt Reynolds and Sally Field drive the cops crazy in Smokey and the Bandit.
The People's Court today at 4:30.
I'm going to have a drink. Anyone else?
None for me, thanks.
Not for me either. Did you all hear that? I turned down a drink just now, and I meant it. Things are looking up. Maybe I'm not turning into a bum after all.
There was never any danger of your turning into a bum. You just sort of temporarily lost yourself.
And I felt very sorry for myself. I learned some hard lessons, and I'm afraid I made you people suffer in consequence.
Now, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yes, who are you not to have any weaknesses?
Oh, you make me feel so much better. I got it. Hello. Yes, it is. Oh, hot? Really? When? Just now? Yeah, I'll come over right away. Thanks for calling. I really appreciate it. Yeah, goodbye.
What was that?
That's Ross at the hospital calling about Barbara Montgomery.
Was she worse?
No, as a matter of fact, he says she's making some progress.
Oh, thank God.
Progress in what way?
She's able to say a few words, a little bit more coherent. Very good sign. So I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, well, I wish I could go with you, but I've got to take the chicken out of the oven. And one thing I'm not going to do is let my family starve to death, no matter what happens.
Couldn't Mrs. Goodman stay?
Well, she wanted to, but I insisted that she go home and get some rest until she's well, so I guess I'll have to do it.
That's okay. Listen, I'll be home in less than an hour, all right?
Well, could I go with you? I mean, I'd like to if you want my company.
Always happy for your company, Jody. If Nicole doesn't need it more, perhaps you need it in the kitchen?
No, I can accomplish much more if I'm alone. You go ahead and go.
Are you sure? I mean,
Sure.
Are you really sure?
Yes. Please, don't worry about me, either one of you. There's nothing at all to worry about. For the moment.
Yeah.
Chief Mallory? Chief?
Hi, Maggie. What?
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you said that you were anxious to see this the minute it was ready.
Yeah. Is this the Owl report?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm dying to see this. Thank you.
Not at all.
The night the woman was murdered at the TV studio, well, there was a car come out of the parking lot, and it drove away real fast. I mean, fast. No, I seen it good. It was a 1981 Manchester, black and white Landau top, 2 doors, and white side walls. And it was in the parking lot good half hour before it tore off down the street. Ooh, like a bat out of hell. Yeah, and I seen it drive in, and 30 minutes later, shoo, I seen it drive out.
Damn. 30 minutes. That's not what Nicole said. She said she was in the studio for only a couple of minutes and left in a panic.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Comet, the cleanser that disinfects as it cleans. And by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking.
I'm 24 years old, so am I.
One of these joggers is kidding you. She's not 24. She's 35 with 3 kids. Eileen Wesson. Can you tell who's who? Eileen looks 24. How about their hands? Look closely. They look young, too.
My hands deserve as much attention as the rest of me. That's why I use Ivory Liquid for dishes. The very name Ivory means mildness to me. Always has. I know I can trust it. I think those rich, mild suds do help my hands stay young-looking, even with all the dishes I do.
It's true. Lab tests show Ivory is mildest of all leading dishwashing liquids. Still can't tell who's Eileen.
Okay, I'm Eileen Wesson. I'm the 35-year-old. And jogging helps keep me young.
And what helps keep your hands looking so young?
That's no secret. Ivory liquid. The mildness really makes a difference.
Mild Ivory liquid helps hands look young.
Do you eat out of your sink? Of course not. But with so many foods around my sink, I cometize it. That means I clean and disinfect it.
Only Comet has chlorinol, so it cleans tough, greasy food stains better than other leading cleansers and wipes out up to 99% of household germs. See? Disinfects as it cleans.
With other cleansers, you can't be sure. I don't trust my sink to any other cleanser.
Don't compromise. Cometize.
Would you care for a cocktail?
2 martinis, extra dry.
By all means. Mrs. Saxon, may I tell you how delighted I am that you were able to join us for dinner tonight?
You may indeed tell me. And I see no reason why you shouldn't address me by my first name now, do you?
I didn't want to take the liberty.
And why not? Is something wrong, dear?
No, I agree with Thea, and I'm so glad you could come with us.
Well, as I was saying, Ian, if I'm going to be your mother-in-law, if not technically, then in spirit, I think we should dispense with the formalities.
I couldn't agree more.
I can't imagine any son-in-law calling me anything but Geraldine. So I absolutely forbid Mrs. Saxon. Or Mother Saxon.
You're definitely not Mother Saxon. It sounds like somebody's homemade preserves. Definitely not your image, Geraldine.
Oh, well, I don't know. If Geraldine had wanted to can preserves, she would have been great at it.
Raven, I'm not used to flattery from you.
She's trying to soften you up. She knows I'm going to enlist your help, to take sides with me against her.
No, you're not going to put me in the middle now.
You see, I'm trying to persuade Raven that the wedding should take place as soon as possible.
And she doesn't agree.
Oh, come on, Ian. I've already told you there's so many things to do. I need a dress, the invitations, the rings. There's about 1,000 details.
Well, you can simply put it all in high gear.
Yes, you could do that, couldn't you, Raven?
How dare you take his side against me? Besides, you know how much is involved in a wedding. You've been married twice. And I've got 3 under my belt. So I want to do this right.
Well, the only thing we agree on is that the honeymoon should take place in the Caribbean. St. Eleonora. A magical place, isn't it, Raven?
Divine.
You see, the reason I'm so anxious about the timing is that I suspect I'll be very busy towards the end of February, which won't allow us time for a proper honeymoon. So what do you think, Geraldine? Don't you agree we should get married as soon as possible?
Well, at the risk of playing favorites, I do think an engagement should be a short one.
Not fair, not fair. 2 against 1.
You're outnumbered, my dear.
Well, in that case, I shall retreat to the neutrality of the powder room, if you'll excuse me.
Of course, dear, and please don't worry, Raven. I'm sure you and I can work out the details of the wedding very nicely.
Oh, I know. It'll be just great.
Quite a girl.
Unique is the word for Raven.
Yes, so I've discovered.
Now, Ian, you must understand about these things. Naturally, she wants everything to be just right for her wedding. This is a very important time for a woman.
I understand. It's also a very important time for me, so I won't press her anymore. Or not this evening, at any rate. But, Geraldine, since we're alone, I'd like to ask you about your nephew, Sky.
What about him?
Well, as you know, Sky is a very close friend of mine. And I've been so involved with my own happiness that I've quite neglected his. I mean, your opinion. Do you think it's likely that he'll marry that lovely girl, Valerie Bryson?
I have no idea. Skylar always has been rather reluctant to share his private life with me, even though we're family.
Yes, he's rather closed, isn't he? But I have an idea. We could throw an engagement party, and I'll make a special point of inviting Sky, so he'll feel more a part of things. What do you think?
Ian, that's very thoughtful. It's a lovely idea.
Did you like the appetizer, Mr. Whitney?
Oh, it was superb, Gunther. You can tell Wilhelmina she outdid herself.
Yes, sir. And I believe that Miss Bryson enjoyed it as well.
Seem to?
Yes, sir.
I just wish that your talents matched the cook's, Gunther. How many times do I have to tell you? You serve from the left, you clear from the right.
I guess I didn't do that right, did I?
No, I guess you didn't do it right.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Whitney. I guess it's a lack of concentration tonight, you know.
Well, you better concentrate, Gunther. I don't want a repetition of what happened the last time Miss Bryson was here. I was mortified.
I was too, Mr. Whitney. I told you the bolt slipped out of my hand.
Yeah, I heard it. Just pay attention to what you're doing tonight, Gunther, because otherwise I'm going to find a replacement tomorrow. And I don't want to hear any excuses about Nora Fulton. As a matter of fact, I don't want to hear any excuses from you at all.
Yes, sir. Well, don't worry about it, Mr. Whitney. I intend to perform my duties flawlessly. You see, I'm a little more relaxed now that that troublemaker's out of the house.
Don't speak ill of the dead, Gunther. Wouldn't be wise. At least until they find the murderer.
Sorry to hold things up.
Oh, not at all. I like little breaks between courses. It adds to the appetite.
Thank you, Gunther. Sky, I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think of the wedding announcement?
What wedding announcement?
Sky, where are you? Ian Devereaux's, of course. He's a close friend.
Oh, yes, of course. Ian.
To Raven.
Yeah, very good. It's just that, it's kind of a funny thing. I don't know which one of them to feel more sorry for. Thank you.
Well, I feel sorry for either one.
Oh, I don't know. They're so very different from one another. Complete opposites, practically.
But they say opposites attract.
So they do. But you know, Raven, she's always causing sparks. And Ian, well, he's kind of a stuffy businessman anxious to preserve his privacy. It makes a curious combination, the two of them.
Well, you're never going to find two people who are perfectly suited to each other. I think that's why they invented love, to make up the difference.
You're quite a little philosopher tonight, aren't you?
I guess I'm just old-fashioned when it comes to romance. I can't imagine the world without romance. It would be a sad place.
Nor can I.
Excuse me, Mr. Whitney. I'm sorry to interrupt your dinner, but you have a phone call, sir.
I'm having my dinner, Gunther. I can't take any calls.
Yes, sir. I explained that to the man, but it did seem urgent. It's somebody named Fortune.
I don't know anybody by that name.
Well, he said it was a matter of life and death.
Hell, all right. Valerie, please excuse me for a moment. I'll take the phone.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello? Baby, it's me.
Yes, I see, Mr. Fortune. I'm afraid, however, your call is ill-timed. You see, I'm entertaining a business guest, and I can't speak with you right now.
I don't care. I'm desperate to talk to you. I went to Ian and like you wanted me to, and I told him that I would marry him, only he doesn't want a long engagement. He wants to get married right away, and I don't know what to do.
I see. I'm afraid I don't know what help I can offer you right now. You know what's at stake. I'm afraid that's the best advice I can give you right now. Good night.
Once again, you're no help.
Need any help? Oh, the movers are here. I'm still packing. I have a headache, and I can't find the aspirin.
Take my Bufferin. Plain aspirin's smart, but it can upset your stomach. Taking Bufferin is smarter. It's a special kind of aspirin pain reliever. Look, some stomachs can be delicate, like this crystal, and plain aspirin can upset them. Bufferin gives aspirin relief, plus special buffers that help protect against stomach upset. How do you feel now?
Oh, lots smarter.
Bufferin is smarter. Also an extra strength.
Hey, Jerry.
What?
Instant Quaker oatmeal comes in flavors so good. You know what we're gonna do?
I don't know.
What? We're gonna make a hot cereal lover out of you.
Out of me?
I'd feel better if he ate a hot cereal.
Well, we've got honey and graham,
Honey and graham.
Raisins and spice. He likes raisins.
maple and brown sugar, and everything nice. We're gonna make a hot cereal lover out of you with Instant Quaker oatmeal.
You did it.
Barbara. Barbara.
Well, she's not responding at all.
I know.
Well, then why did they call you and tell you that she was improving and she was trying to say some more words?
She has lucid periods. They're infrequent. It's just that if she could possibly say something helpful, I wanted to be at her bedside.
Poor thing. Is she conscious of pain?
No, not at all.
Oh, Miles, I'll never believe in a million years that you did this to her.
I don't believe it either. It's against every fiber of me, both as a man and as a doctor. It's so maddening. My mind is still blank about the evening this happened.
Pray. Pray.
Barbara, what are you trying to say?
It's not true. I don't have any money. I swear.
This clown owns a video disco? Yeah. This guy's a real pain, you know that? How come, man? It's always like, do this, don't forget this, pick so-and-so up. I mean, 100 times a day. I mean, this dude is always on my case, man. We hadn't even opened the place yet. Don't worry about it, preacher. When things settle down and it gets going, he'll be all right. Well, he better, man. I'm gonna tell him where he can take his whole operation. Hey, preacher, I'd cool it if I was you. It's tough to get a job today. You ought to be thankful, and you ought to try to keep this one. Unless, of course, you can find a rich chick to take up the slack. By the way, whatever happened to that millionaire's daughter you said you met? Who knows, man? I mean, those girls, they come and they go.
I don't know what you're doing here, but I'd appreciate it if you leave right now.
What is this? Your friend gave me $50 to act like your boyfriend. I'm here to give you your money's worth.
You're just supposed to say that you're my boyfriend in case anyone asks you. That's what you were paid for.
I got to thinking about it, and it seemed to me it wasn't enough. I like to earn my money. Sit down. Seems to me you could live in a fancier place.
What?
Your friend told me the truth about how your family is loaded, only you want to show them you can make it on your own.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She said you didn't like to admit it. Said you didn't like people knowing about you having money. That's real nice. I dig that.
Look, would you please get out of here? I have a friend here, a sick friend who's staying with me.
Oh, she came to the right place, didn't she? You being a nurse and all. Why don't you nurse me a little bit, babe? I'm not feeling too good. Why don't you take me aside and put me to bed?
No, please. You better go before my friend wakes up.
Hey, you got nothing to worry about. I'll keep your secret. It's just between you and me.
I don't have any secret, and I don't have any rich family either. So please, just let me go.
Hey, don't do that. I'm just here to make you happy. I want to make you feel good.
No, please.
I'm not going to hurt you. I said don't do that. I said don't do that. Well, I got to go, preacher. See you around. Hey, wait a minute. You said you were buying. Who? Me? You got it wrong, sweetheart. Hey, I got perfect hearing, squirt. You pay up or I'm gonna be all over you like a disease. Okay. Okay. You know, preacher, you ought to learn to control your temper.
Here's the mud monster of Miller Creek with new white jeans, new red t-shirt, and no dry bleach.
Oh, use mine, Jan.
Jan doesn't know. She's getting Biz Bleach. Yes, bleach. It's a whole new way to think about Biz.
That's not my bleach. This bleach will get his muddy pants whiter than liquid bleach and clean his red shirt, too.
Biz is bleach, plus a combination of cleaners other bleaches don't have. So added with detergent, Biz All Fabric Bleach cleans muddy dirt better than liquid bleach.
Wow, really white. Color's bright, too. What was that bleach? Biz bleach. Biz is bleach? Yep. What do you know? I know you'd better get some. Mud Monster's back.
Muddy dirt, discover Biz Bleach. And discover a cleaner, whiter wash.
I don't believe it. You're smelling the chicken?
I'm going to poke, smell, and before I buy this chicken, you better believe it. And this is a good chicken.
Why are you a choosy shopper?
My family's #1 in my life, and I feel that they deserve the finest.
You're so fussy about your chicken, but are you as choosy about your peanut butter?
I think so.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's compare. Which of these leading brands tastes more like fresh peanuts?
A peanut butter is first class.
You chose Jif.
I can't believe I've never bought it. It's absolutely delicious.
More women choose Jif for fresh peanut taste than any other leading brand.
Well, they're right. This is a winner.
Choosy mothers choose Jif.
Ian, I hope you know Raven well enough now to understand and overlook her little idiosyncrasies.
I believe I do, Geraldine. And I'm marrying her in spite of her.
I suppose I'm more apt to overlook her faults than most anyone else. You see, ever since her own mother died, I have acted as a sort of surrogate mother. I think the world of her, as you know.
And she thinks the world of you. She's mentioned it often.
Oh, however, my affection for Raven does not overlook her faults. She's not easy to live with, Ian. She is selfish, self-indulgent, and sometimes she absolutely is totally thoughtless of anyone else's feelings.
I am aware of that.
Well, I'm not saying these things just because she isn't here at the moment. I have said them many times in her presence.
I know that, too. She's been quite candid.
Perhaps what she's needed all along is a man to love her enough and give her enough emotional security so she doesn't need to be so difficult.
Well, that's just the man I intend to be.
Then jolly good luck to you, Ian Devereaux.
Thank you. I am most fortunate to surround myself with two such remarkable women. Ah, there you are, looking just as lovely as when you left.
Oh, the patchwork doesn't show.
Is it possible to improve upon perfection?
Oh.
My dear, no wonder you find him so irresistible.
Geraldine and I have just come up with a wonderful idea. An engagement party.
But Ian, you don't even know anybody in Monticello.
Well, that's the whole point. It'll give me a chance to get to know your circle of friends. Then there's my sister Camilla, my new friend Geraldine, and my old friend Sky. Yes, he must come too.
You're so beautiful. Yes, Oscar? Chief Mallory? You mean he's on his way up right now? Yes, thank you, Oscar. What on earth? Well, hi, Derek. What a surprise.
Yes?
I'm sorry, Miles and Jody aren't here. They
It's all right, Nicole. I came here to see you.
Well, would you like to sit down?
No, I don't think so. I think I'd like to get to the point. Nicole, I got a statement today from a man, a vagrant, who lives in the unoccupied building across the street from WMON. He was there the night Nora was murdered.
Yes.
He swears your car was in the parking lot for a good half hour. That contradicts everything you told me. You told me you went to the TV studio, found Nora's body, ran out all within 2 or 3 minutes.
Wow, Derek, for heaven's sakes, a person like that, how could he possibly have identified my car? There must be a dozen cars like mine in Monticello. I already told you. How can you believe the word of a man like that? Oh, Miles. I'm so glad you...
Different people have different kinds of coughs. A dry cough, a cough that keeps you awake, a cough with a stuffed-up nose. And some people have a combination of symptoms. That's why there are 4 different kinds of Robitussin. Each contains an expectorant to help loosen phlegm, one a cough suppressant to quiet coughs, one adds a decongestant to relieve stuffy nose, one combines all these relief actions. 4 different Robitussin cough medicines for different kinds of coughs. Which Robitussin should you take? Ask your doctor or pharmacist.
Is Jefferson star Isabel Sanford's new boyfriend making her feel young and restless? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
What's behind these exclusive photos of Johnny Carson and Sally Field? This week's National Enquirer tells you what are the best ways of letting off steam. Which colors can turn on your sex appeal?
It's in the Enquirer.
Plus an inside look at what it was like being married to Liz Taylor. It's a book bonus in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Thursday, Jackie's career could halt her marriage.
Be careful who you take advice from.
Too close for comfort. And when cosmetic surgery doesn't work, an ugly patient hijacks the hospital.
You're really not that ugly.
It takes 2.
Tonight on ABC.
What is going on?
Oh, Derek, he says that he says that he thinks
Sit
that...
down. Derek, what the hell are you trying to do here?
I'm not trying to do anything, except maybe get at the truth. Now, I received a statement today, one that contradicts what Nicole told me, from a witness who says that Nicole's car was in the parking lot for a half an hour, not just a few minutes.
Who made this statement?
Well, it was a vagrant, one who lives in the unoccupied building across the street from
Derek.
WMON. He swears her car was there for a lot longer than when she told me.
Let me tell you something. If Nicole says that she was in the studio for only a few minutes, then that is the truth. How can you possibly take the word of some bum who's probably living in an alcoholic haze or a state of reality?
Wait a second. Miles was in the car. Nicole would not have left him out there in the cold.
That's right. She was not only scared stiff about what she saw at the studio, but she was worried about me sleeping in the car.
Nicole has lied to me before.
Listen to me. You are sending me to a hypnotherapist tomorrow to find out the truth about Barbara Montgomery. Maybe we can find out the truth about what happened this night also. I can corroborate Nicole's story. Please, wait. Give me that chance.
No, please stop it. Just stop it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stand this any longer. I just can't stand it. I cannot lie anymore. I was there. I was in the studio. I was there for that long. I've lied about everything. I didn't mean to kill her, but I did. I killed Nora.
Better get dressed. The play starts at 8.
I can't. This cold's got me beat.
Take Tylenol.
How could one cold medicine relieve all my symptoms?
Tylenol can. It's complete cold medicine.
Tylenol is complete with every medicine you need to relieve all your major cold symptoms. Congestion, cough, runny nose, aches, pains, fever. No cold product relieves more cold symptoms.
Hey, Tylenol really works. I feel great. I'm glad we came.
Me too.
Tylenol, complete cold medicine.
This is Joan London. For early news, it's World News This Morning. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, a final wrap-up of a special Good Morning America poll on how Americans feel about the Reagan administration. Also, the latest Paris fashions and Robert Conrad on Good Morning America.
Tonight, Ralph's red-hot science student creates international fireworks when the CIA and the KGB come after his secret class project on The Greatest American Hero. Sunday, Matt poses as a lifeguard to hook a killer who uses a unique murder weapon, a great white shark, on Matt Houston. Then Burt Reynolds and Sally Field star in the blockbuster comedy Smokey and the Bandit, the ABC Sunday night movie.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, French fashion fever. Paris sizzles as the trends of tomorrow come out this week. Which of these $1,000 designs will set the style? Will you buy them when affordable copies hit the racks? ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
Milk, the mild beginning of Casino natural cheese from Kraft, made to be mild.
Hello, everyone. I'm Connie Tong. Coming up on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, a violent rain and windstorm is battering Los Angeles, the site of the Super Bowl this weekend. The rest of the West Coast is also getting clobbered. We'll have a live report from Los Angeles, and we'll have this.
A 68-year-old widow's Social Security checks were stopped when the mailman thought she died instead of her husband. I'm Chi-Chi Williams, and I'll have that story.
Also, proud Long Island residents offer songs saluting the island. All that coming up at 5.
A&P announces A&P is Carnival of Coupons, where you save big dollars every week.
Oh, boy!
Carnival of Coupons continues at A&P. Any variety of 7C salad dressings, the 8-ounce bottle, just 49 cents with coupon and $7.50 purchase. Other specials include Glad 3-ply trash bags, package of 20, or Glad tall kitchen bags, package of 30. Your choice, only $1.79 each. Purdue Whole Fresh chickens, 2 3/4 pound average, just 49 cents a pound at A&P's Butcher Shop.
Okay.
Okay, A&P coupons are terrific.
New Tidy Cat 3 is a hard-working cat box fella.
Oh, Tidy Cat 3.
When
you go, One. It deodorizes better. Two. Absorbs like a real go-getter. Three. It leaves a clean, fresh scent, tidy cat. 3. Got 3-way odor controller. So when you go,
It's one hard-working cat box filler.
They'll be feuding like the Hatfields and the McCoys when Condo opens Thursday, February 10th.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
This is the shape of the future for hair. This is the shape of the future for hair conditioner. New improved Flex from Revlon. New Flex is lean, clean, crystal clean. New Flex rinses clean, leaves hair free and fabulous. You need a crystal clean conditioner that helps repair perm damage, mends split ends, smooths dry spots. Crystal clean Flex conditioner, new and improved from Revlon. Beautiful.